Welcome back to Black Skies Reviews. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the new Joytoy officially licensed Warhammer 40k Ultramarines Heroes of the Chapter Primaris Ancient Posca 1/18 scale action figure. This is a box that it comes in. Black box, nice artwork of the figure. We have the eggs recommendations there at the top right of the video, and on the left of the video we have the Warhammer logo and the Joytoy logo at the bottom of the name of this product. Top of the box, besides being all bent up, thank you Locker Toys for that. We have Warhammer 40k logo, and then on the bottom the Warhammer 40k logo also. And then on this side of the box, all the stuff we just talked about, plus a copyright statement. If you want to pause and read that, you can. On the other side of the box, with a bunch of Chinese age recommendation, recycling symbols, UPC, all that good stuff we've seen before. Here on the back of the box, we do have a content statement, a picture of the figure with all the stuff laid out in front of him, and some other product shots there on the right of the video, front and back, and a close-up of the head sculpt and chest area. Here is the clamshell that it comes in. Pretty good positioning of all the accessories except for the backpack being pre-attached, which causes damage if the package gets damaged, the pins break. This is what I've talked about before. You can see on how the box, the clamshell, now if this was the front of the box that got smashed instead of the back, we'd probably have some damage to the product. So seriously, Logger Toys, we need to definitely look into your better packaging people's high-end collectibles. With that being said, I digress, and we'll move on. Let's take a look at the character outside the packaging. Okay, well, here's the figure. He looks really cool. Digging that white helmet. Looks very awesome. You can see that the power pack backpack is already attached to the figure, which it's not recommended in my opinion. Let's take a look at the head sculpt. Here's a white helmet with some wash, like a black, very light black wash, if that's coming through. You can see it pretty good right there. Some silver-ish, maybe it's more like a gunmetal on the side there with his tube and that plate on the side. Red eyes, black vent. Same for there. So we can see some of that more wash there. Very nice. Nice looking figure. I think this is my very first white helmeted character. So that's great. So it adds a milestone for my collection. Here we have the beautiful gold skull and wings. I love that. I'm going to go ahead and remove this power pack and we'll take a look at it here in a bit because I'm afraid I definitely want to see if it's broken or anything due to the condition of my box. So on this pauldron, we have a very nice display there. Very cool. Skull and some leaves. We have the gold trimmer on the pauldron. Looks very cool. This pauldron of the Ultramarines insignia. Very nice. And pretty much the rest of the figure is what you expect from an Ultramarine. We have the blue with the black shading, the tubing under outfit. It's not all. Any other color we do have is we have this red and silver button here. Nothing on that side. He does have two accessories that's also installed onto the figure. He's on a ball bell, or maybe even a pig. You can pull these off as a belt if you would like. And do interchangeable parts. We'll take a look at it here very soon. It does have this plate, hip plate here. There's some silver right there on that side. I did notice there's a skull on this hip plate right there. White skull with a silver, a yellow circle, not silver, but here's a silver button. Looks very, very good. Love it. So let's take a 360 look at the figure. There's the two pegos on the back for the backpack. Those get broken off and get stuck in there, and you gotta either Dremel them out or, I would send it back and get a new one, regardless who they send it to you. 2 silver studs here on the bottom. So nice look at that helmet and that wash on there, the weathering basically. Looks very cool. It's the top of the figure. Cool pauldrons. See the joints look good. Bottom of the feet, 2 peg holes, looking pretty good. So for the articulation of this figure, he can look up, right up at you guys. Back a little down, not too much, and then back to stationary. Get a side to side. 360 rotation within that cylinder he's got going on there. The arms do pull out. There's no butterfly joints on these figures. They pull out so you have a little more room for your options for dramatic poses. 360 rotation. Up in here, you do have a 360 rotation there. All the way around, you have the double jointed elbows, which is fantastic. That's for both arms, and then you have the all around up and down, left and right, little ball bell that the hands are on. So you get the down and up, in and out, and all around 360. Pretty nice. Here we have the side to side on the chest articulation here, back, forward, motion, 360 rotation here at the waist, but it's really difficult. You have all this gear on there, so I'm not going to do it, but it's there for you if you want to do that. Thigh rotation, double jointed knees, which that hits the pouch. Let's look at this side instead. That's what that looks like. We have the feet that pivot down, pivot up. We have the rocker, and you can get a 360 if you really want to get past the circle piece here. That's up to you guys. There's no point for me to do that. There is any kind of breakage on the inexpensive figure. Okay, that being said, let's take a look at his accessories. Here is his power pack, jump pack, backpack. Heard it called so many different things. First thing off, I do notice, I love when they put the symbols here on the backpack now. That's really cool. We have the studs, or it makes it actually look like bolts that have, the pack's been assembled. We have the vents here in gunmetal, these vents in gunmetal, and these little circles here on each side are done in silver. There is a black dry brushing across it for weathering. On the inside, they did paint some of the features, which is great here in silver. Here's our pegs, and we definitely want to inspect those to make sure there's no cracks or breaks. I'm really lucky that nothing got damaged. No paint inside the vent. That would have been, that's kind of unfortunate. It would have been nice to have that. These rotate 360 all the way around on both sides. That one's stiff. This seems to be an issue with the stiffness. You can see how well that one turned, where this one's stiff. So I'll have to heat that up with a hairdryer. It's your best option. I do not recommend you guys put these in water. That hot water thing is not the way to do it. You're going to warp your plastic and maybe even make your paint run. Okay, so there's the peg holes. You pretty much just stick it on the back. Mine's pretty well toned nicely. And then when you try to take these off, just try to get all 4 fingers on it and try to just wiggle it this side to side a little bit and pull out until it comes out. But have a little bit of patience because these are notorious for breaking. Just as a heads up. Okay, so he looks fantastic. Side looks with the power pack on from behind. It's really great. Alright, so let's take a look and see what else he comes with. I'll show you guys this trading card he comes with. Not sure if I did or not. If I did, I'm sorry I'm showing it to you again, but there you go. Alright, so he comes with, obviously he has the chainsaw sword and chain sword, black. body. Then we have the gunmetal throughout here, like the motor. We have the handle, the guard. We have the gold skull. Looks fantastic. See how tall those are to the figure. And then we have the blade of the chainsaw, done in gunmetal also. No, he should have. It's funny because I get some of my figures are softer than others on the hand. You want to be very careful and check that because you don't want to break your figures. Yeah, that's a little stiffer than I'm used to. Something to note. You can hold a chainsaw sword no problem. So we can definitely get up in there if you wanted to. And then he can put it up on his back because of that relationship between the elbow and the wrist joints. If we take this off, we can get a deeper look. That looks really nice right there. I do like that. It's very cool. Okay, so let's see what else he has. So it comes with this bolt carbine rifle. This one's kind of different than what we're used to seeing. He has a loadout here. He has a scope, and then he has the AK-47 type of clip, like that curved clip. We have the base, it's gunmetal with a wash, a black with a wash, and then we have this silver skull and wing on the gun. That looks fantastic. The scope on the front has the red drilled barrel, very nice, drilled through the side. Not too much color on this side. This is pretty much the most nice side. We have the breech there. This is removable. What's different about this one is you can't see any shells anywhere on either side. Nice texture on the bottom. This one goes in about where those two little lines are. So you can't really put this too far in to get it stuck. Because that's it right there. That's super cool. See if we can get this out of his hand and see how well he holds his gun. I think we've pretty much got that stretched out a little bit from the chainsaw sword. You can see that he's holding it. That's a heavy gun. So the joints are nicely tolerant, so you can hold that up right there, no problem. Looks very good. Very cool. So you can bring it down, you can bring it across, bring up his other hand, and if you play with it to get it positioned correctly, you definitely can get that two-handed wield within reason because of his size. Very cool. Go. You can hold that straight out. I think if you have this joint out, it kind of opens up the joint so it kind of doesn't hold it as well, but it does still do pretty good. But if you push it in, it does a pretty good job. Did notice on this gun it has this little place here. They usually have a strap that goes into the back gun. It does not have that on this particular model, so still looks really good though. Okay, let's see what else he comes with. Okay, comes with this heavy bolt pistol. Same pattern, has his large bolt carbine, black and silver, and some wash on it. This is a very cool pistol. Drilled barrel on the front and on the side. And let's see how he holds his pistol. Should be fairly easy, and he does. See while he holds it great. He can stick it straight out in your face. Drill barrel, drill on the side, Looks really good. Okay, so you can see how well they match very nicely. Pretty cool. Now, let's keep the pistol for a second. Let's spin him around. If you might have noticed, we have this pouch and cylinder here, then we have an empty gun holster, which is meant to be for his pistol. I can't wait till the day we start seeing holsters that can hold these pistols. That'd be great. But until then, we have this. We have the alternative. This does not come out. So basically, if you're using your pistol in hand, you have this option to show that you have your pistol out. And then if you're using your larger weapons or other weapons, you can remove this if you want the pistol look and put this in its place. And those are simply just pegged in, as you can see. So that's a pretty good option for now until we can get a better option in the future, hopefully. So, all right. So he does come with an extra set of hands. We have direct gripping. This is a little more open than that one. That's pretty cool. Okay, our last accessory is quite large. We do have this very nicely done banner that it comes with. It is extremely tall. As you can see, it is bigger than a figure. And these are not small figures. It's pretty cool. So what I want to do, now that you see, we're going to kind of do this a little reverse because of I got to remove the camera back down so we can take a look at it. But let's see how well he holds this pole in the back. We'll take a more in-depth look at the banner here in a sec. Just going to give you guys a quick idea on how well he can hold it and what it looks like from the figure point of view. Until now, we can take a look at the banner afterwards. But that's how that looks. Holds it very nicely. So with that being said, I'm going to adjust the camera and we'll get a close-up look at the banner. Okay, so let's get this banner out of Posca's hand and we can take a look and see. So this thing is super nice. I gotta get past the light so we can see. So we have the gold wings up here, bird heads, nice detail, Ultramarine logo there. So this isn't just a flat piece of vinyl. There is a lot of 3D-ness to this. Everything is popped. You can see the folds in the material. You can feel that. That's not flat. That's not like a picture. If I can show you guys, I can see the skull pop. Everything's popped up. This is everything except the only thing that's not popped up is this. It's Ultramarines logo here. Everything else here has its own textures and layers. Looks really nice. It's not just a piece. They did a good job on this. Here's the top of this pole. We have these gunmetal studs and the black pole. We have some little white stars there. Nice texture, some leaves, a skull, Ultramarines. And we have a decal down here. We have the purity seals here on the bottom hanging individually. On the back of this thing we have the black pole, and then we have the bottom of the piece with that gunmetal stud piece, and that thing can move like this. It does articulated, so you can have it however you see fit within reason. It does slide side to side a little bit. So this is done very, very nice. Very cool. Nice piece. Now if you have a bunch of Ultramarines, now you have a banner to go into battle with. Very cool. Very nice. A lot to look at. Even some folds there. You can feel that texture. Different layers all throughout this. Oh, very cool. Alright, so for me, I think I got this figure for like $40 on sale from China. So you can expect another $10 to $15 if you buy this in the States. for markup purposes, I guess. Got him at Locker Toys. It was like, I think he's sold out now. So might have to wait to get restocked, or you have to find another source. Highly recommend him. I don't have any issues with the guy. I think he's well-rounded figure. Joints are good, materials are good, so no complaints, no cons on this guy. He looks fantastic. So if I had to choose something, like an extra head, maybe, an unhelmeted head for the character, because he is a named character. But again, that's not a deal breaker. No big deal. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. We do lots of great reviews of lots of different brands. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments. Like the video, that'll help with the channel also. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, that way you get notifications when I upload more reviews or other stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your support, and we will see you in our next review.